might not make no sense. So years later, still get there though. Get there though. Hopefully people catch up. No, hopefully it ain't some shit that's. Other than that, like I said though, this full moon energy and this motherfucker shit is in Aquarius. So everybody, all y'all Aquarius is gonna be affected right now. All you fixed signs, period, in this motherfucker shit. So keep that in motherfucking mind also in this motherfucker shit. This puts you into a goddamn situation where goddamn Scorpios, goddamn Leos, got Tauruses, and motherfucking all y'all up under the wash up under the current along with Aquarius. So keep that in mind. Leos, you might react and respond too much to Leo, Sun, Moon, and flunked out ascendants in this motherfucker. Yeah, I'm talking about myself. You know what I'm saying? You might react and respond too much to colors, too much to the shit that's getting attention right now, where you need to right now be a little different. You need to be separate. You need to detach from some shit. Stop paying attention to shit that everybody else paying attention to and shit like that. That's gonna get your monkey ass flunked out and get your ass lost in the sauce and shit like that. And people gonna start looking at you like you ain't no different. You know what I'm saying? Now you expressing yourself trying to motherfucker change people's minds and you can't. Because every time you try to do it, you make matters worse. Just another flunked out Leo trying to get attention seeking in some way, shape, or form. You motherfucker goddamn Scorpios. Y'all motherfuckers might react and respond too much to you motherfuckers' energies right now, where you think things supposed to be deeper than what it is. You think something more than what it is. Now then you want to open the discussion and conversation for it. And then when a motherfucker start to show you like clueless type of facial features and shit like that, the common Aquarius facial feature, somebody in their family could have died. They could have just got cheated on. They're like, damn, do you change your fucking face expression? Or do everything feel the same to you? You know your fucking heart broke, motherfucker. You know you want to cry, motherfucker. You ain't that motherfucking tough. Man, hold on. Hold on, man. Everything in a thought process. You release those fucking feelings before you get old and become an old hag and cuss out everybody in your family. That's why nobody come to your Adams family house no more. So you old and alone, but you was the shit when you was young. You was the party of the family, and as soon as you got old, nobody want to be around you no more. Like, every time they come around you, they got to hear the glory days. You talk everybody's eardrums off. Everybody's eardrums start sweating. We can't add to the conversation. As soon as we add to the conversation, there's a problem. But we got to sit here and hear all your glory days, how you had everybody's house together, how you fixed everybody's car, you fixed everybody's pipe, or if you the female, drunk-ass auntie or grandma or somebody, how you did everybody's hair, how you made sure everybody was straight, everybody was dressed for school, nobody missed they they court dates and all this motherfucker shit. You had everything straight, yet nobody want to come over your crib no more because you old now. Why is that?
It's morning. Yeah, it's like 8:33 in the morning. It's 3:33 somewhere, Ashe. All right, if you can see right there, it is the full moon in Aquarius energy still happening. It just happened last night. It's been less than 12 hours. And this is actually happening also, let me point out, on the 11th house. So I moved the houses around to be accurate now. This is happening in the 11th house. The sun is in Leo, if you can see. I'll take a pic. And that could mean, even though the sun and the moon were conjunct last night, now they're separating. This is all about the future. But it's kind of split because the 11th house has to do with your purpose as an individual, your life's purpose as an individual, as well as your soul group that you're trying to tie to. And those of us who are divided these days are definitely detaching from a lot of former groups and moving into groups that we fit in better, whether it be in the alphabet rainbow community, whether it be in the jabbed or unjabbed community, whether it be in the conspiracy truths community or the illusions and tunnel vision community. I'm moving into the Native American community versus the former Black community that we've kind of been programmed to believe we're supposed to be in. when we are the Native Americans. But that's another story, because not everybody accepts what I value and see to be as my truth. Shout out to Janine, whose birthday is tomorrow, who's the Leo. I'm doing her chart currently, and just to speak on it, her chart is during a new moon that happened in Leo season back in '87. And I was looking at, because she has a Leo rising as well, and I was looking at other people who have Leo risings. POTUS has a Leo rising, and he was born in a full moon. So the reason the moon cycles are so important is because our emotions and how we react to everything and everyone is tied into the moon. And the moon makes significant aspects on everybody's charts. Get your chart today. It is $50 for a very detailed chart with an explanation, a phone consultation, and the phone consultation is unlimited timing, just so that you can get and understand astrology more. So please check me out. Back to this Aquarius full moon. Now, the Aquarius full moon was at 1 degree last night around 10:23, something like that, 7:23 Pacific Standard Time. And it is, by the way, Saturday. It's 8:37 a.m. now, July 24th. Happy birthday to any Leos today, Leos today. I tried to go to sleep early last night, but I was up watching Dolo, who was totally inebriated. And but he made the funniest point, and I'm up listening to it again tonight because I kept falling asleep and waking back up. Like, he did an almost 3-hour live last night, and it started like at 11, I wanted to say. We were saying 11 in the chat, but yeah. Anyway, I had to get up early and take my daughter somewhere, and I missed gazing at the moon last night, so I just wanted to get whatever little energy was left this morning before it separates and moves on. But I heard the funniest thing about Aquarius is that Dolo said last night, and I'm just gonna throw this in there. Shout out to Dolo, the flight man, flight boss, Ariel, whatever you want to call him. He's on YouTube, one of my favorite astrologers. He smokes all day, drinks, and gives out the most intelligent information. He's a Leo Sagittarius. He has like all the fire placements in his big 3. Anyway, shout out to him. I'll put his link right in this section beneath me. And anyway, he said Aquariuses all have ET heads. I have no placements. I just have a big forehead. But as I'm thinking, the Aquarius dude I just dismissed, okay? he had like that big ET forehead. I know a few people, even my sister has that forehead. A couple of ex-lovers I used to deal with had that forehead. Like, that's that future. My kids' grandmothers have that forehead. They're Aquariuses. But anyway, that was just funny. That was just shout out to y'all Aquariuses, because that forehead that y'all have is the future, okay? We're talking about the future. But before we go in, we were talking about the 1 degree of the Aquarius full moon, and that was just coming out of the Capricorn moon, my moon, right? And we also are just coming out of the Leo sun. I'm sorry, the Cancer sun, because now it's the Leo sun. So those are those oppositions. Leo Aquarius is opposition, Cancer and Capricorn are opposition signs, and we just left the Cancer and Capricorn realm, and now we're in the Leo and Aquarius not realm, but what is the word I'm looking for? I'm gonna keep going though. But Cancer and Capricorn is cardinal energy, Aquarius and Leo is fixed energy. And so we are separating from like that pioneer, not instigator, starting things, motivators, into the energy of just working hard and changing. The thing about fixed signs is that we only like to change when we're ready to change. And not everybody's ready to change, and that's okay, because it's a whole lot of outer planet energy that is in retrograde right now. Jupiter and Saturn are considered outer planets because they move slowly. Jupiter and Saturn in retrograde. Jupiter is also about to go back into Aquarius, which is a lot that has to do with it. Saturn is the old ruler of Aquarius that's in Aquarius right now too. Pluto's in retrograde, the transformation planet. Pluto just aspected the Mercury in Cancer before the moon hit last night. Also, the Mercury in Cancer squared the moon in Capricorn. I mean, not squared, opposed the moon in Capricorn last night before moving into Aquarius too. So it's a lot of conflicting energies and unexpected energies. Uranus is about to go, it's the only outer planet that's about to go into retrograde in August, and Uranus is the current ruler of Aquarius, but Uranus is in Taurus, another fixed sign. The aqua full moon is also tied to that Saturn and Jupiter conjunction that happened in 12/21/2020, that Jupiter and Saturn were at the same degree of moving together into Aquarius. And then again, like I said, Jupiter is about to go back into Aquarius in 4 days. This is all big changes and lessons learned. Retrograde beings, like, we are not ready for this change yet, but we're going to go still review some things so we can get ready, right? And then the ruler of this moon again is Uranus. Uranus rules Aquarius and Saturn. Saturn is the ancient ruler of Aquarius, and Saturn and Uranus have been having a square all 2021. If y'all haven't heard me say that a bunch of times, it's aspected exactly at the same degree. And aspecting exact means that it's the most strongest part of the conflict. Okay, it aspected just recently in June. It aspected back there in January when we had that non-ending in the media conversation about January 6th, because they still talk about it to this day. And I feel like they still talk about it to this day because something else big happened in June that we're not going to find out about yet. Then the last aspect is in December for the Saturn and Uranus square, which is the two outer planets, the biggest ancient planet in the New World. Saturn is the grandfather planet, the ancient planet, and Uranus is the New World. And Saturn used to rule what Uranus rules now, which is Aquarius, which is the full moon energy. All right, the moon is all about, or Aquarius is all about detachment, being your unique self, stepping into your individuality. But like I said, the 11th house, which is also ruled by Uranus and Aquarius, is you finding out your life purpose as an individual and your soul groups. So when you're detaching, you might be letting go of not your individual self, of course, but these old social groups or old world type situations, Saturn type situations, like restriction. Uranus is freedom, like government. Uranus is governing yourself, like banking. Like Uranus is knowing and trusting the universal law that you will manifest enough to not even need government, banks, or any kind of structures taking over your life, okay? Because you are an individual that will join with the right people that will all support each other. That's how the new world is. And again, it is unknown and unexpected energy. You know, Uranus is a trickster, kind of like Neptune, but not a trickster in such an delusional, lying type of way. Uranus is more of a gotcha, you know, like I told you could do it. I told you that you need to step into your power so you can show these structures that you are better at freedom and you don't need them. And then as soon as you let go of those things, you can move forward in a better way, which is why so many things are in retrograde right now, including Uranus about to go into retrograde, because a lot of us just aren't ready. Not even me. You know what I'm saying? I'm juggling with the thought of and again, I have this dry skin, so y'all excuse me. Like, I have a dry skin that every time I get it cut down, it grows. Like, I don't know. I need to go to the dermatologist for that, but I've been looking it up. Anybody have anything about dry skin? It looks like I have a booger, but anyway. My Uranus and Scorpio is like, push through. I don't care if I have a booger or y'all think I have one that's dry skin. Anyway, once you let go or detach, and even some of us, we don't know how to change. That's my thing that I'm getting. I don't know how to make these changes. I'm planning and attempting, right? I'm not sitting around just waiting. I definitely feel the change, but I'm realizing that there's still some things I need to let go of, and then I'm seeing what I need to let go of. Like that Scorpio moon last time when I said I got into an argument with my daughter, and me and her are fixed signs. You know, fixed signs are the ones that are going through this the most, because Aquarius, full moon, all these fixed sign energies, all these planets in Aquarius, planets in Taurus. Now we got the sun in Leo and planets in Leo. Those are all fixed signs. There's nothing in Scorpio right now, but what comes after Leo, the next fixed sign to come after all that, is Scorpio. So there's huge transformation in Scorpio season, especially with all the energy happening now. Just expect it all to hit in Scorpio season, and then boom, in December, when there's another square between Uranus and Saturn. We'll have to see. I'm not sure, but this year's gonna go out with a bang. Now, I was saying that I had taught my daughter that she has to really grasp that we can't stay stagnant. You know, everybody's not a nomad like me, or not even a nomad. What's the other word that I'm supposed to be using? Like, I just like to live in different places, or have a lot of places to live at. I definitely plan to have houses in different places. Up here in northeast area of United States, the southeast area of United States, the West Coast, in other countries. And I gotta realize that everybody doesn't want to do that. However, I had to let my oldest daughter know, she's not a child, my oldest daughter know that it's time for her to figure out, either she's gonna go with me because I'm not putting her out, or she's gonna figure out a way to get her own place and survive. You know what I'm saying? So I encouraged her to get her own place too, so that we can keep it in the family and all have places in all kinds of places if we want to. She definitely wants to come down to Southeast America and visit me, have something set up there too. So she took the initiative, even after we blew up about something that had nothing to do with that. But it was just like, you know, I think we blew up because we both have these unexpected feelings and energy going on with most fixed signs. I don't know if you're a fixed sign out there and you feel the same way. Let me know in the comments. Thank you again for liking, commenting, subscribing. Please subscribe if you have not yet right now. All right, so again, what is ready to leave so you can move into your future timeline? Aquarius is all about the future. That's why they have the ET heads, because they're the aliens, the weirdos. I mean, I like the weirdness, but sometimes it's a little too much. That's why I just cut one off. And this is the turning point for all of us fixed signs. You know, we don't like change, like I said, but the only sign I would say out of the fixed signs that likes change is Scorpio, because we are the rebirth sign. We're the transformation sign. It's hurt, but we don't complain, because we do want some change sometimes. We do want some change. Again, this Uranus retrograde coming up, and all the other planets being in retrograde, and the inner planets being direct. It's like now that the Mercury retrograde is over, there's not going to be a Mars retrograde this year. The Venus retrograde, I believe, comes later in the summer or early fall. Have to remember that. Go back to my retrograde episodes about that. But yeah, Mercury's retrograde won't happen again until October in Libra, so we should be good as far as our individual selves. Now it's time to get our collective selves together, and that is a whole mess outside. There's a war going on outside, but we all can be safe from it if we realize that we are individuals, if we realize that we can't allow ourselves to have to pull away from that we have or will think like each other, and we're not, ever. This is what I've been arguing, and I gotta pull away from that because I can't argue with people who don't understand that yet. Therefore, I have a dry face too, y'all, because I got up and washed up and didn't put much oil on. I put some oil in my hair. But anyway, that's about all with the full moon in Aquarius. There's going to be another full moon in Aquarius in the final degrees of Aquarius next month in August, which means it's even more changes coming. Hopefully we will get some clarity. There's not much water energy next month, so I don't know when this clarity is going to come, but hopefully with the Uranus retrograde it won't be too shocking. But I think with that Uranus retrograde it's going to be shocking from here on out, y'all. A lot of stuff in Aquarius. That means shock, shock, shock all day on the collective. And Uranus is the leader, the ruler of all this. But anyway, y'all have a wonderful full moon day. Enjoy your Saturday, your weekend. Shout outs again to all Leos. Don't forget to get your birth chart read and interpreted, and even just to get some better understanding on astrology's transits and houses and things like that. All right, I will be working on the weekly so that it can be on time in a couple of days. And I will see y'all then. Peace. I'm TMZ, teaching everyone abundantly, empowering many. Zakia, enlightening every day. And this is Get a Life, astrology, growing into divine adults, loving yourself forever.